Hi, my name is Ludas Butkus, and in this episode of What to Hodl, I want to talk about CyberMiles. Disclaimer, this is a sponsored video. What is CyberMiles and what do they want to achieve? What they want to create is a blockchain specialized for decentralized applications in the e-commerce niche. Ethereum right now hosts most of the ICOs, but it is not very fast, which is a huge problem for e-commerce where you need to have a lot of transaction volumes and they need to be very fast. CyberMiles wants to specialize in the e-commerce niche and also have other features that would encourage e-commerce applications to be launched on CyberMiles. Some of them would include like escrow, identity authentication, and stuff like that, which are essential for e-commerce. Now, why do we have the 5 miles logo over here? If you don't know, 5 miles is a very popular application. They have 12 million users in the US. It is a consumer-to-consumer marketplace. I am in Lithuania, so there is only a couple of listings, but if you wanted, you can list your item that you want to sell, and you sell it locally. You can choose the miles radius in which you want to sell. If you find a buyer, you meet with him locally, and you make the transaction and you sell the item. So that's the basic idea. So the application is number 10 most popular shopping application in the US, and it has been launched in 2014, and it has had a lot of private investors capital, so it is a pretty big deal. So CyberMiles will be the blockchain, and 5 miles will be the first application which wants to basically kickstart the whole community of CyberMiles. So 5 miles will be using the CyberMiles blockchain and basically transferring all of its centralized operations to the decentralized blockchain. And they are hoping that once the community grows, and right now they already have a 12 million community, which is very massive, and they are hoping once the CyberMiles is launched and it's going and has a lot of blockchain features, that the community will start developing its own applications. Similarly, that's what's happening with Steam, which is a social media blockchain site, and the community members are developing new applications for this. So that's what they are expecting with CyberMiles, that after 5 miles launches, that a lot of niche e-commerce applications will also use the CyberMiles blockchain, and this is going to be a quite specific blockchain. So let's talk a little bit about the token. It's going to be, after the ICO, it's going to be an RC20 token, so an Ethereum token. But after they launch the CyberMiles blockchain, the token will be exchanged 1-to-1. So it's only for the ICO, and 1 Ethereum will get you 7,000 CMT tokens. So that's that. There will be 1 billion tokens released, and if we look at the long-term cap, there's going to be 10 billion tokens, but within the 10 years range, the inflation is going to be 8% annually, so it's not really a big deal, and after 10 years they will decide how they want to proceed with the last 8 billion tokens. So inflation is not something you should be worrying about. The token will be proof of stake, and you will be able to stake your tokens. Next, I want to talk about the team. The team is very impressive. These two guys First, the Dr. Lucas Liu, CEO founder. Lucas received his PhD degree in particle physics from SMU in 2015. He worked at CERN when he participated in theoretical and experimental research of Higgs particle. So really huge science things. Dr. Lucas Liu was previously a co-founder and CTO of Light in the Box, a company which went public on the New York Stock Exchange. So he also has a lot of business knowledge as well. And prior to that, Lucas was the first GM of Alibaba's Taobao mobile platform. Very fun name. And was the GM of another Alibaba business unit. Lucas founded CyberMiles in 2014. So the app is not really that old and already has 12 million users, So the potential for growth is really there because they are mostly in the US right now. And if they branch out to other countries and get popular there as well, the potential for CyberMiles is very huge, and for the CyberMiles as well. If other companies decide to follow CyberMiles and start launching similar applications. Dr. Michael Yuan. Michael received a PhD in astrophysics from University of Texas. He's the author of 5 books on software development. Michael was an active code committer in large open source projects such as Firefox, Fedora, GBoss, and others. He is an expert on enterprise and mobile software and was a principal investigator on multiple research projects funded by the US government. So another very impressive member of the team, and they have a pretty big team as well. So that's that, and here is their milestones. 5Miles established, 5Miles receives 5 million USD, and the plan is 5Miles app to begin accepting CMT, their CyberMiles token, to facilitate marketplace transactions. What I don't like is that the plan is very far away, but it's kind of acceptable because they have a huge user base and they need to make sure everything goes according to plan. So it's going to launch in June 2018, so not in a full year. So once that's launched, 5X Lab to launch version 1.0 of CyberMiles version, CM modules to be available for use on other platforms to facilitate further adoption. So more applications to be launched in the future are planned. So this is it about this ICO. It looks really promising, mainly because they already have a product that they want to basically decentralize, and that will very likely make a community grow. And yeah, if you want, you can read a lot about different kinds of ideas that they have for the 5Miles applications. For example, you can do ads to, for example, businesses can show ads, and you are, for example, if you want to accept that, you will get CMT tokens. So businesses buy some amount of CMT tokens to advertise to specific people, and you will be able to get these tokens if you accept the ad. So this is different kinds of advertising, democratic community management. For example, people will be voting, and if they voted correctly, they will get CMT. For example, if there is a person who is selling illegal stuff, and basically you would need to close the account, and they want to decentralize the closing of accounts. So community members will be voting, and the ones that voted with the majority will get CMT tokens. So that's that. Also reviews. What else? Local promotions and brand ambassadors, user generated and user curated 5Miles groups, So moderators of groups will be able to generate CMT as well. And basically it is a utility token, and as the community grows, the value of the token will grow as well. So it is a very interesting project, and it seems to be a really big, and yeah, it looks really promising. So this is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.